So I'm Cliff Bureau. I'm the founder and owner of Diesel Gym. I've been involved in martial arts heavily for over 30 years. Diesel Gym came about essentially with me teaching in other gyms and renting spaces, etc. And eventually the club and the family just got too big and we needed our own home. So out of nowhere we just decided to open up our own gym, and it's just grown from strength to strength.
Yeah, well basically, from what I know, Muay Thai is the science of 8 limbs, so hands, elbows, knees and kicks. It's ancient martial art from Thailand. There used to be basically Muay Boran, they used to call Muay Boran, which is, if you've ever seen kickboxer, you know, going back, rugged, they wrap their hands in hemp and, you know, fight. They taught it to the army as well in Thailand. A lot of history, a lot of spiritual, yeah.
So Muay Thai has its own, it's a national sport. It's something that is very proud amongst the Thai people, and to make it uniquely Thai, it holds onto some intrinsic traditions. Things like the wire crew, it takes it away from all and out wrestling and cage fighting. It still wants to have that combative spirit, but also wants to instill the same things that Diesel wants to instill, which is respect and appreciative around the people around you. So we do something called the wire crew at the beginning, which is 3 bows. Traditionally in Thailand, it's, you know, you bow to your parents, thank them for bringing you up. You bow to your instructor for him to coach you and train you, and then you also bow towards the king of Thailand. The Rat Muay is seen as it's a dance. It has its own significant movements. It's all about maybe drawing spirits from the ring and pulling out your ancestry, and, you know, showing almost like the haka in the All Blacks, showing some war moves, etc. Traditionally, it was always, the Ram Muay was the war dance of the gym. So you'd always know which gym or what part of Thailand they came from the type of movements that they would use.
Diesel Gym is probably the best gym I've been to, in the fact that it's a high standard of fighters in all martial arts, and the friendly atmosphere as well. You know, it's not just, I've been to like many gyms. I've been, you know, all up and down the country, been to Thailand, and this, you walk in and there's a sense of family here. You got Big Cliff, who's like the daddy of the gym. He sits down and chews your ear off for about half hour when you're trying to train. And everyone in the gym, there's no attitude, it's not cliquey. Everyone's just here to train and do well at all different levels. You know, we've got some really great fighters here, and they're always willing to help and help you with technique. And also, they're not pig-headed thinking that they know it all as well. You know, they're willing to take advice as well, which I think is what you need, and you don't get in all gyms.
Diesel Gym, I like lots of energy in the gym. I like activity, I like organised chaos. There's always a buzz when you go to a Diesel Gym. You know, it's not like we had a guy here who did a seminar once, and he said the worst thing you can say when you go into a gym is yawn and say you're tired. You know, that is forbidden, and you don't get that. See, when you walk into a Diesel Gym, you can feel all the activity, all the energy, and that's what I like, and that's what you get here.
It's just a place for people to better themselves. You know, it could be very simple. Someone's had a bad day at work, they come out, they don't want to go home frustrated, they come out and have a bang the bag. Some people want, you know, help others. I have a lot of people that don't want to fight, but they actually have a lot of, you know, want to teach and want to help people. So I'll teach people how to teach. I teach people how to be competitive. I teach people just to walk around with your back straight and chest out and feel better about yourself. It's a it's an area where people can take what they want to get out of it. It looks on the outside like a fighting gym, but it's a lot more than that. We have hundreds of students here, but I would say at any one time there's 10 or 15 people actually competing. All the rest are here training to get their own way, you know, help themselves to get fit, lose weight, feel better about themselves, just stay out of the house. It is what people want now.
It's diesel. I suppose people make diesel. You know, you find this in life, in jobs, in hobbies. It's only the people that make the place. And if the people around got big egos and suck, yeah, you know, it's not going to be a pleasant experience. But if everyone gets along and looks out for each other, yeah, you'll get on here and you'll be happy here.
Well, routine, I mean everyone's routine varies slightly, but you know, running, conditioning, technique, weights, a fighter's life is, you know, I've heard the term before, the grind, and that's basically exactly what it does. You grind every day, you're up, it's repetitive, you've got to get up, you've got to run, you've got to watch what you eat, you know, and it gets to my mentality. And exactly the way with the training, you know, you've got to be doing this at a certain time, you've got to be doing that at a certain time, and you just got to continuously, consistently push. Yeah, so I think the grind is a good word for it. When it comes to the trainers, it's great. I mean, you know, when you got Arnis, so he was a professional fighter, now turned trainer, and he's willing to motivate. And spend time. He's always happy to hold pads, and watching what you're doing, and shows a general interest as opposed to just waiting to get out of the gym.
Hook, cross, hook, yeah?
And like I say, every instructor's different. Obviously, we've got a fight instructor, Arnis, who he puts you through the fight regime and gets you fit and ready for fights. And exceptionally good at it. He's the third fight instructor I've had here. He's very different from the rest of them. You know, he brings out a natural ability in people. He's just got that connection with his students. Uncle Tai obviously is 200 plus fights in Thailand. He's very obviously Thai style. You know, it's very repetitive regimes, fitness based, which is an essential part of the sport.
The thing also that I love is Cliff, the owner of the gym and the creator of the gym. Every time he comes in the gym, you'll see any new faces, he'll go around, introduce himself, chat to people to make them feel at home so they're not intimidated. And I think that's important, it's the little things which keeps people coming back. You know, you can go to great gyms, I've been to some great gyms, and you know you're getting great instruction, you know these people know what they're doing, but the attitude stinks and they're not willing to spend the time, so you think, I don't care how good they are, I'm going to go to another gym where I can get on a little bit better, you know? You know, like a lot of people that don't do martial arts think that it's, you know, a solo sport, but it's not. It's, you know, you're the only person that's fighting in the ring or fighting in the cage, but it's a team sport. It's a team sport, you know. But not all the time I get it, you know. So, but you're not training for a fight at the minute, so why are you up there training? I'm like, because when I was training for my fight, there was 5, 6, 7, 10 people helping me train. So now I've just had my fight, but now they're fighting. So now I need to be there to help them train, you know. So it is a team sport. It's a team effort. You know, everyone needs to work together, and that is what is in abundance at Diesel Gym. You know, it's not just like where, right, I've had my fight, that's it, I'm going. You know, see you later for 6 months. You know, everyone takes a bit of time off because you need a bit of sanity, but when it's time, you know, you make the phone call or someone speaks to you, right, look man, I need you in the gym, I need you to help me train, bang, and you're there, you know, ringing up. Jamie, for example, he come in today, helped me training for my fight. I've just started my camp, so he's here this morning to come and help me train, yeah.
The fight team here are a very, very tight unit. We're always watching out. Generally, we're always out helping each other out. A lot of the times, if a fighter's not fighting, he'll be in the corner helping out the fighters who are in the ring. So we tend to, there's a few shows I'm down on. We didn't get matched up, but I'll be in the ring, but I'll be on the outside of the ropes as opposed to the inside of the ropes. And that happens regularly. Muay Thai can become part of your life. It depends how far you take it. There's a lot of people that come twice a week, and that's fine. That's part of their life. They don't take it as high level as some people, and then there are some people that take it to another level, and it really does become. They give up their social time. Their social life becomes the gym.
You get confronted with reality on a daily basis, which is what Muay Thai does to you. It teaches you what works and what doesn't work. There's no more room for ego. It almost dissolves that kind of sense of self-importance and arrogance that a lot of us used to carry around, and it makes you accept that, okay, you're part of something bigger. You're part of a team and a network of guys and girls who are just driving towards a common goal and to better themselves and improve, you know. If I'm brutally honest about it, I can't even transfer that in words. I don't even know how to explain something that seems so obvious to me. You know, why do I come here? It's like coming here almost isn't an option. It just gets into your routine, but more than your routine, it gets into your psyche, you know? And you realise that you have to pay a price for everything you do, you know? It makes you appreciate the food you eat after training. You feel like you've earned it. It makes you appreciate the time you spend with your friends on a Friday night. That one day every 3 months where you do drink alcohol, you know, you actually, you know, get a little bit tipsy on hardly any booze at all because you've been living so clean. You've been living on a fresh diet of 0 alcohol for that time that 2 drinks makes you appreciate life more. And then you don't touch alcohol again for another 3 months, you know, and that's a healthy relationship that you should have with those sort of substances, you know. That's just the material aspect of it. That's just your diet and your nutrition and your food and drink intake. But it makes you appreciate everything else other than your gym life, even though your gym life takes up so much of it. And you need that balance, I think. It's part of being a healthy, well-rounded individual. What is Diesel Gym? It's not only an extension of my life, it's become part of it. It's become a valuable part that I don't think I could remove. You know? It's beyond the job, it's beyond the hobby, it's beyond somewhere you go and do an activity. It's people. It's the human relationships that you form and maintain and you appreciate.